going to share a dream that I got from the Most High at 6:29 a.m. in the morning, February 28, 2026, okay? And I didn't really know what to title this dream, so I kind of put it in sections where I put Trump, Celestial, Jacob, and sections, okay? Now, before I even get into this dream, I want to let everybody know something very clearly. Like, I'm going to be full on blunt with you. All my dreams that I get, okay, they're directly from the Most High. And what I mean by that is I do not clout ride. I do not feed off of what other people are doing. Okay, I do not just say these names out here to get your attention. I do not do that. As a matter of fact, even my TikTok channel, okay, that was built brick for brick, okay? I did not need anybody to have the Most High lift me up, all right? And it's so crazy because the way that my channel started was I just started sharing dreams that I felt led to share. Okay, so, and most of y'all know I'm a very simple man, okay? I literally just eat mangoes, drink water, and eat elk and deer and venison all day, like, and work out. Other than that, I'm either praying, getting information from the Most High, and trying to understand what I have to do for him and the people in the end times. I'm that simple, okay? But I know a lot of other people have their ministries that they're doing for the people, and I respect that. I'm just telling y'all what Dreams of Yah does, okay? Dreams of Yah shares dreams of Yah. That's it, okay? Now, we're gonna get into the dream, okay? And instead of putting your opinion, okay, because I know a lot of y'all are so commenty, take your comment to the Most High. Whatever comment, whatever you feel in that moment, you say, Abba, what the heck is this man talking about? That's it. Because the moment you start commenting is the moment you've already dismissed yourself. Okay? Okay. Now, let's get into the dream. Okay? I saw Trump making a big announcement. He seemed very excited. Something involved with anniversary or war. The announcement was in the dark, but it seemed public. Okay? So that was the dream I've had about Donald Trump. At the same time, I saw Celestial speaking, I believe it was on a podium, and she was just speaking to the people against this man, and she was in utter disgust. And it almost gave off a told you so. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I guess we all learn the hard way. Okay? And Abba, I don't want to add this part in. But let's just say that the words that she was speaking against Donald Trump was very harsh. Okay? And I was in full agreement with it because the way that man is and the dreams I've gotten about Donald Trump, yeah, he's exactly that, okay? Now, then I saw that I was in this bed, okay? I was in this type of bed, I don't know, I was just in this bed, and I was sleeping normally, like a normal person. And I saw white men come in and completely removed me off the bed and replaced it with a Confederate flag, saying, hey, you gotta leave. And I was just like, yeah, whatever, I'm out of here, all right? So I walk out and I see these white men who put the Confederate flag on this bed. And now from what I'm seeing, it seemed like this bed was the US soil or just like laying in the US because, you know, if we live in the US, we sleep on US soil, okay? So these white men, after they put the Confederate flag there, and they were just replacing everything with Confederate flags, okay? After that happened, 2 to 3 men were sleeping in the same bed. So it gave off a homo vibe. Okay, it gave off a homo. And then I was like, yeah, that's weird. I gotta go. You know, it was weird. Now, as I walked out of the building, okay, I had some stuff with me. Okay, didn't know they were bags or whatever. Just had some bags with me. And this white guy tried giving me his trash bag. And now the trash bag, okay, and I have a good resemblance here. It kind of looked, I'm actually glad I had this here, Aldo. That's how I know you're talking to me. It's like this. He gave me a bag like this, right? And it was all ripped up, and it had a bunch of, it just had a bunch of trash in it, okay? And he was trying to give it to me to take out. And then I looked at the white guy and I said, no, 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 no. You're gonna take out your own trash. You're gonna take your own trash out. I'm not your servant. I'm not your slave. Okay? I'm not taking your trash out. Okay? I said that to them. You can also see in their hearts that they were using Trump as like the ultimate gatepost to promote their Confederacy. Okay? He was like the excuse to say we can do this because Trump is our president. Okay? So that's what happened there. So now I walk out. Okay, and this is where it gets crazy. I walk out of that place, and I ended up in the projects and in the hood, okay? And I saw black people in poverty, okay? Now, most of y'all know who the identity of black people nowadays, especially in America, Africa, whatever, but we won't get too deep into that. So after that happened, right, I saw when I walked in this home, there was this one home that I walked in this hood poverty area, and I saw that there was kids in there, but the whole house was trashed out. Okay, I'm talking trashed out, and it looked just like you see in the hood if you see a place, but there was no adults there. It was just all kids. So it was like, dang, these kids don't got nobody to like watch over them and all that. So I'm going in there, and I see this young boy, and this young boy had a gift. Okay, and he must have been at least 3. He must have been 3 years old. Okay, but he had a toddler like. And I said, son, I know you can see things outside this window. Show me what you're looking at. So he started pointing out the window. And now, again, this house turned into a bus, like a big, wide bus house. But it was still a poor house, okay? But we were able to see what was going on outside. And I'm in here with them. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what I saw outside, okay? I saw groupies, okay, for what anybody stood for. So if you was LGBT, you had your group. If you was pro-gun or whatever segment, you had your group. If you was I saw even black people have their own group. Like I saw rich black people with shades, like, you know, like them, even them bald guys, and they had like these like flashy clothes on. They had their group. And then I saw racist people having their group. It's like the entire United States was not just divided, split in two, where people say red and blue. No, 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 no. It wasn't split like red and blue. It was like red, blue, orange, black, yellow, like, you know what I'm saying? And there was only this one house where this house of people that I was in was poor, okay? But we was looking outside, seeing all this stuff happen. Now, this is where it got really weird, okay? And I'm making sure I'm getting all the details here, okay? I'm still looking out this window, and then I see me outside of there. So I'm me looking outside, and I see me walking, and I'm looking for people. I'm just looking for these people. And then I see that the bus house, the poor bus house, and I said, hey, yo, we found them. Come on. Like, we gotta help them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just knew I had to look for these people. Okay, I had to look for them. So when I get in front of the bus, right? So I'm seeing me out there, but I'm also knowing I'm in the bus. And I said, hey, let my brother in. I don't know why I said that. I just said, that's my brother, let him in. Okay. And the people in the bus did not know how to open the door to let me that was outside in. And I'm trying to like, and I knew that me in this bus, okay, I said, if we don't let this person in, you know, we're not gonna be able to get upright. You know what I'm saying? It's more like that person plays an important role. Okay. Now I don't know if it was Yahya Shah just using a look like me to say it, because you know I've always told people I've had dreams about that, like, you know, where I would say, oh, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? But the way it looked, okay, the way it looked, it was like, hey, how can y'all not let this person in? Like, this person is trying to help y'all and look for y'all because he sees what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I saw. So, and then the last thing I'll say, okay, is when I looked at the person that looked just like me out there, um, he had a very eager look to him, okay? Like, he had this, yo, like, I need to find these people because they're struggling right now. I need to help them, you know? So, and I had two people with me out there, but I'm looking out there. It's weird. It was the weirdest thing. So that dream ended, okay? Now, again, we all know what's going on right now with the world. We know what's going on with this country. We know what's going on with just Abba's people, okay? We know what's going on with Abba's people. Whatever dream I share with y'all, you got to take it to the Most High, okay? And you got to pray over these types of revelation, okay? Because the last thing you want is to be misled. The last thing I want is to mislead you. You know what I'm saying? So even I have to take these things to the Most High and let them know, hey, Abba, this is the dream, bringing it forth to the people, you know what I'm saying? And have your way with it, you know? But this is not a dream for discussion. And what I mean by that is to lean on your own understandings on this dream, okay? I've always told people dreams of Yah is just dreams of Yah. You get a dream from the Most High, you share it with the people. Maybe some people may have a similar dream. Maybe some people may have a dream that connects to that dream. I don't know. But all I'm telling y'all is how this channel was brought up was simply by sharing dreams, and that was it, okay? Yes, I know that even on my YouTube channels, I tend to do a little bit of teaching here and there, all right? But the whole point is to let y'all know that the Most High is pouring out his spirit upon all flesh, and his sons and daughters shall dream dreams, and his old men shall see visions, okay? And we see that happening too. So again, take everything to the Most High, okay? We are really in these perilous times right now, and because of these dreams that the Most High has given me and to the people, you know, we know how to move correctly, or we're learning how to move more correctly. You know what I'm saying? So again, I love y'all. Pray over your neighbors, pray over your loved ones, pray over prophets, pray over people that are trying to do the right thing, okay? Do not pray over wicked people. Wicked people have to repent, okay? And if they don't repent, then let Abba, hand them over to the hands of Satan, seriously. But the people who has been trying to really warn you, okay, those are the people you pray over, all right? I love y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Shalom.